Okay, welcome to The Final Boss May Take a While, where I use the beat downs that the final boss gives me to tell you the whole story up until this point. This game has a backstory on Wikipedia that wasn't in the game, so here we go. Raiko Minamoto is from the clan of the Emperor's assassins. The last assignment that Raiko got was to kill his own father. But instead of that, Raiko takes the treasured clan sword, the Soul Shrine, and gets the hell out of there because assassin clans usually have a kill or die policy. Why he took the clan sword instead of taking his own battle-worthy sword is beyond me, though. Anyway, at around the same time, a magic seal that separated the demon and human worlds was broken, and there was a flood of darkness that knocked Raiko out so hard he almost died. How come the demons always flood into the human world? I mean, they have a whole dimension. We're just the planet Earth. I mean, can you think about that? A hole opens and then the demons are over there. Ah, look at all these hipsters. Why do they have to be here? Okay, so that was the pregame story. Here's the in-game story. Raiko's soul gets caught by a magical princess who is trying to replenish the seal that just got broken. But for some reason, she is weak as hell, so she needs a real man like Raiko to fight these demons and fetch the 4 essences that are needed for the seal. Here's where it gets tricky. Some of the demons that Raiko fights are just monsters, and some of them are sorcerers that got trapped in the demon world due to misunderstandings and unfortunate circumstances. The stories are pretty vague. After Raiko gets the 4 essences and gets to the ceremonial grounds, he is caught in a spell by him that steals the new body that the princess had just gave Raiko, and now he is in another limbo, even though he was just in a limbo to begin with the princess. So the game essentially restarts with almost the same premise, except now, to get his soul back, Raiko needs the 8 soul cords in the Nega realm that just so happens to be remade from the 4 essences part of the story levels. So Raiko gets the soul cords, escapes the Nega realm by outrunning the Guardian, and repairs the seal and the butt-ugly demon attached to it. This intrigues him, who we now know as Michizane, enough to open a portal to his private ethereal realm. There, we find out Michizane's reason for turning against the council that the princess belongs to. Apparently, Michizane was disgusted with the council's immortality because it made them really boring and sedentary. No reason for improvement or change, just complacency. Fair enough. I guess that's why the princess is so damn weak, huh? After defeating 4 more Guardians and opening the door to Michizane's place, we finally get to see the man that is pulling all the strings and keeping Raiko from returning to his normal reality that is probably still decimated from the seal being broken at the beginning of the game. So that's all there is to it. Enjoy the ending.
I die, despised, exiled from this world, alone. But this is the path I chose. Princess, forgive this fool for leaving you alone in this world. Use my flesh to bring new life into this dark world.
Is this what we waited 1,000 years for? Those who are separated are forever doomed to be apart. Michisane, were you seeking nothing more than a dream? Was it wrong to believe we needed power to live?
So that was a plot summary of Otogi, which I thought was very weird. It was a little hard to follow. Somebody left a comment, and I'm sorry I can't remember your name right now, but somebody left a comment on the Dad's Free Time Let's Plays of this game, telling me that he loved the game and the atmosphere and everything, but he couldn't get with the story. It was too confusing for him. And, you know, my answer to that is that the story wasn't confusing. It's just the way they laid it out. It made it difficult to follow, right? I mean, the idea of you getting pulled into an ethereal realm in which a princess is running everything and she needs you as some sort of killer assassin is awesome, you know? And the fact that, what's his name, Michizane opened up everything so that the monsters could get through, and they're trying to, like, reclaim their spots, you know, after they've been banished or some shit like that. You know, yeah, that's weird. I mean, they were just standing next to Michizane when the council decided to screw him over, and then everybody got sucked in with him. Then he opens the thing back up and everybody gets to come flying back out, you know, like, whatever. And then when you kill the bad guys, you know, they all have something to say and you don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's crazy. You know, because you don't know that much about the realm you're in. You have no idea. They didn't do anything to build the world. All you know is that there's demons floating around and that you're floating around too, and you can't talk and you never open your eyes and all of that. It's just it's too much, like, or too little, I should say. They did nothing to get you that involved. I mean, everything else was you know, halfway interesting. You know, if they had beefed up the story, introduced more characters, you know, I don't know, gave you the backstories, like the real backstories of a lot of the people you had to kill, instead of making you have to read half of it before you went into the battles and stuff like that. I mean, they basically presented you with a dossier of every character before you went in to fight them, but the characters look like they needed more. Like, I really, instead of stabbing them with a sword, I wanted to sit down with them and talk, you know, because they all seemed like they had a story that they were alluding to, and it's just left out there. You know, I kill them, they leave. What the fuck was that about? You know, your silent protagonist buddy over here is not gonna say anything. He's not gonna ask any questions. So then the princess is just like, yeah, thanks for that. So anyway, here's your next assignment. Like, you know, there needs to be something more there, you know. At least Michizane was full of spite. Wasn't he mad? You got all the tricks. Anyway, that's all I have to say for the game. What did you guys think? What did you guys? If the story was very confusing for you, and it makes a lot more sense once I've laid it out, like a lot more compact. Did you? What do you think about the story? Did you think that it was a little bit more interesting? Do you overall like the character of what's his Miyamoto, whatever his name is. Did you like any of the characters in this game at all? Do you think that they should have fleshed stuff out? You know, let me know what you thought about the story for sure. And I'll see you guys on the next plot summaries, video game plot summaries. Peace.